Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs is a presentation of Kentucky Proud.
I can't wait for you to try them.
Vegan, gluten-free, bacon lovers, we have everyone covered this time on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
I like to let people know as a chef that I got you. You're gluten-free, I got you. You're vegan, you're gluten-free. Got you. You want to eat bacon all day? I got you, okay?
Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Laird with Kevin Harned, and we have an awesome show on tap today. Loreal Gavin, otherwise known as the Butcher Babe, is with us today with lots of good secrets to share. Tricks to making vegetables taste great. And an Asian staple meets a signature taste of Kentucky.
I call these fat boys.
And Kevin, I'm mixing up an old-fashioned with a rye twist. You'll want to see that. All that and more on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us again for Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. And it's a great day to be in Kitchen Studio. No doubt about that, Tim. We've got the Butcher Babe here today. You might have seen Chef Loreal Gavin on TV before. She was a finalist to become the next Food Network star. And she's always been a star around here. Loreal is now the chef in residence here at our studio headquarters at Bourbon Barrel Foods in Louisville's Butchertown Market. Kevin, I'm excited, so let's get cooking. What do you think? Well, I'm ready to meet her if you are. All right, please give a hand for Loreal Gavin, Butcher Babe.
How are y'all?
Hello, Loreal.
How was everybody?
Good, good.
Good. Hungry?
Oh, look at that. You're going to tease us with
I'll
that
see you guys
right now.
later.
I know.
It's like I gotta go.
What are we cooking today?
Okay, well, I was like, who likes carbs?
Oh, yeah.
Me? Okay, yes, exactly. And so I decided to do fluffy souffle style pancakes.
Oh.
I've been seeing all those Instagram videos of those jiggly, shaky, airy Japanese style pancakes. And I also had to do some candied bacon because, hello, you need some substance in there with these other things. And then I got to take one of my new favorite ingredients, which is this. Right here, it's a black raspberry jam that we make, no big deal, super delicious, and I whipped it with butter. And so this beautiful berry, beautiful pink hued butter goes right on top of the pancake, and I've also mixed in my new favorite, sorghum.
Excellent, all that. Wow, I'll tell you what, that's a real jam session going on in there, isn't it?
I see what you did.
Oh, sorry, kid, sorry. Anyway.
Well, let's get started.
All right.
Okay. Well, I am known as the Butcher Babe, and so even though I am making a vegan dish for my next dish, I like to be all over the spectrum, and I like to let people know as a chef that I got you. You're gluten-free, I got you. You're vegan, you're gluten-free, got you. You want to eat bacon all day, I got you, okay? So basically, I wanted to start out with some bacon. I have some really nice smoky bacon. It comes in a big slab like this. Have you guys ever bought your bacon like this before? Okay, well, dang, okay, Kentucky. All right, this is great, welcome. All right, so I like to buy my bacon like this because you actually save money, and that's really fun for me, and you get a whole slab of bacon. Like one time I bought one of these as a present for a friend, like this big, and actually strapped it in my car. And like I was like waving at people at like stoplights, and I was like, I'm the Butcher Babe, and they were like, you're weird. But anyway, that was
I'm
a
imagining
true
what
story.
this party was like.
Seriously, it was a true story. That's also how I say thank you. I like buy people big, nice pieces of meat. So we got this beautiful piece of bacon here, and I wanted to candy it. And so all I did was I cut it down the middle, just like so, with a nice sharp knife. I've got an oven that I'm already preheated to almost 350 degrees, and I'm actually going to bake my bacon. Who bakes their bacon?
We do. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a great way to do it.
Yeah, I'm over cleaning up the stovetop and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have anyone that does my dishes yet.
Right.
So.
And what I like about this is you can cut the slices to your own thickness, whatever you want. So, yeah. In the store they say thick cut. Guess what? It's about a 3/4
Beautiful.
smaller than that, right? That's really is thick cut.
Yeah, I call these fat boys. When I used to work at the butcher shop, we would have people come in, and like this cut and this thickness is also really nice and appropriate for the grill. So if you want a really nice burger, something like that, don't put a little flimsy, little thin piece of bacon on. You want a fat boy.
That's what Kevin calls me, and I think he's bullying.
Well, you know what he's talking about next time. You'd be like, at least fat boys are cute.
They are, and fat
And
is
candy.
flavor.
You're like candy, yeah, candied up.
Candied up, sweet.
Yeah. So yeah.
I don't know where the show is going, but I'm just hanging on for a minute.
I'm just excited. Look at this.
Yeah,
Oh.
so then you just take some parchment paper on a sheet tray, and you can bake these up in advance too. They make really lovely garnishes for Bloody Marys.
Oh.
And so I just take a couple of those just like that. You can crowd the pan, but don't put them over one another. And I have a really fun, guess what, secret. I got a secret for you.
But you're going to share it.
do,
You're on the
yeah,
right
yeah.
show.
Yeah.
You're going to share it with us, though, right?
I do.
Excellent.
Okay, so I like to cook with what I call grandma magic. It's like my wizardry. Like I summon the power of all the grandmothers from everywhere, and I try to put it in my food. And so, you're like, well, she's going to put powdered sugar on this bacon? Nuh-uh. Especially when you're doing tons of different meat and you don't want to cross-contaminate, all you need to do is put your seasonings in one of these, and you can effortlessly salt and pepper tons of things. And so today I'm using the smoked black pepper because it's delicious, and also the sugar because it's candying, right?
And that's brown sugar?
It is. It looks brown, but
yeah.
it's actually like large grain sugar that we smoke
gotcha.
right here.
It was smoked here, so that's why.
So look, make it
excellent.
rain, salt and pepper.
And look how evenly coated
Isn't that
is.
cool?
What a great secret. I'm
Nice
not going to
little
dig out
sifter.
the old sifter. I
Yeah.
haven't seen it for years, but I know it's
Right?
somewhere in the cabinet. But now
So-
I've got a use for it.
Right, and so I just do a little bit of that, and then to add some
I haven't seen it since my grandmother did use it, now that you mentioned the whole grandmother
sorghum, which is really similar flavor profile to molasses. You can use it in cocktails, a little punch in a nice vinaigrette, or a candy. And I'm using it today in the place of maple syrup.
And I'll tell you what, that's a Kentucky proud sweetener because sorghum was grown all over
little-
Kentucky, and it's related to the
Who's been a good
sugar
baby?
cane, but it's a grass that's sweet. And it made its way into a lot of cocktails too, sorghum did.
Yeah.
So now it's going into bacon. I love that.
Yeah, so basically, boom.
Into
Makes
the
sense?
oven.
Yeah. Bye.
And would you say what was the temperature on the oven?
I like to roll at 350. And so
350?
you kind of want to have that approach, the slow and low approach to cooking that bacon. It's just perfect in there. And what I like about cooking the bacon in the oven is that you get a nice round amount of heat. You're not just getting the heat source from the bottom of a pan where often it burns. So baking anything that has a high fat content like that is exactly what you want to do.
How long does it take?
About 15, 25 minutes.
not bad. Oh,
yeah, yeah.
that's great.
But that's only for fat boys.
Right, yeah. see.
Okay?
There you go. So, and that's what it looks like when it comes out after
Yep.
15 minutes. Oh my gosh, look at that, Kevin. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
We're not finished yet, though. We've got more secrets to share, and Tim, you've got a few up your sleeve too. I do. I'm going to show you a secret to a great old-fashioned that's made new by adding some rye. All right. We've got that and much more from Loreal Gavin right here from Bourbon Barrel Foods when we come back on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs is a presentation of Kentucky Proud. Nothing else is close. With support from the Kentucky Beef Council. In Kentucky, beef is still what's for dinner. And by PNC Bank, for the achiever in you.
Hi, everybody, welcome back. You're watching Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Kevin Harned alongside my broadcast partner, Tim Laird. We've got Loreal Gavin here from Bourbon Barrel Foods. Always a pleasure to be in your neck of the woods here as we do our show here. The Butcher Babe, by the way. That's what you're known as. Well, I mean, look at this.
I'll tell you what.
That fat boy.
Fat boy.
All right. All right. Now we're going to make some fluffy pancakes to go along with that, right? You're going to show us the secrets? Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right, so how many of you have ever made a souffle? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Maybe you've had it in a fine dining restaurant. Essentially, it is a egg white leavened cake that gets popped into an oven and it pops up and it's so airy and delicious. And these pancakes, here's the finished product. It's like nothing.
It's like
nothing
floating away.
there.
It's air.
4 of these equal one regular pancake.
Right. That's what I was getting ready to say.
Right?
Eat double.
It's like a diet food.
Quadruple.
You know? So I'm thinking about you. See, you want a diet? I got you. You know?
It's just air.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll show you guys how to achieve that lovely, refined, opulent texture.
We've mastered fluffy pretty good ourselves.
What's up? I know, me too. I'm like, thank you, Spanx.
Oh, another secret revealed about Kevin when he's on air. Oh, look, he's turning red because it's true.
Right?
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Chefs doing chef stuff. All right. That's another show.
I tried it once.
I'll call you.
I tried it once. I couldn't breathe.
Yeah. So we're just going to separate these eggs here. These are some nice local Chelsea's eggs. She's got a nice little egg white, and I, of course, always get like one little shell in there. Do you guys do the trick where you use the other shell to get any shells out? It's like a magnet.
Look at that.
So if you don't do that, like,
I usually wind up with more shells in there.
it's like the shell whisperer. So it's like, it'll always take care of it. So I just pop the whites in one, the yolks in another. Super easy so far, right?
And you can tell how fresh those eggs are. A bright yellow yolk.
Got a little sunshine.
Kentucky proud.
Yeah, boy. Love it. All right. And then I have some fun for you. I have some whipped butter here, and he's going to show you guys just how easy it is, because you're going to do it with some of our black raspberry jam and butter. So you're basically combining two fun ingredients, and they look super good. So just put the dollops in there.
Okay.
And then you just...
Couple big dollops?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to start mixing this till, like, stiff peak. Do you guys ever mess around with meringues, make meringue cookies, anything like that? We got some cooks in here. Okay. We're going to get that to stiff peak. I'm going to finish whipping that up here in just a second. But as of now,
whip it a minute?
You know what?
Oh, Kevin wants in the
You
action.
can.
But yeah, I feel helpless.
Bring it to stiff peak. And then over here, I got a little secret for you. You know how a lot of times in pancakes, there's like buttermilk or something like unctuous and gives you those like feel-good vibes? Creme fraiche is like sour cream's like bougie, like aunt. And so we're just going to whip, going to add a little bit of that in here. And a little bit of the smoked sugar because, hello, the smoked sugar is so nice in baked goods because it just gives like another layer of like flavor and dimension, which is really nice.
Here comes the folding.
Yeah, so we're just going to add this in on the side.
And you're gently folding because one of the...
Absolutely. You don't want to deflate the souffle pancake. One of these are really, really fantastic as a little scoopy. Making cookies by yourself. You need a cookie dough fix, something like that, but it works really great. It works really great. Who eats cookie dough by themselves? I'm like, there's a lot of liars in here. Sponsored by Spanx.
Right.
So here on like medium heat, all I've done is set these little guys in here. Another little tip or trick that I love to do on top just to add another dimension of flavor here and texture. That's why this coarse sugar, the smoked sugar is so lovely. I will do like a little generous amount on one side. So
nice
when I
sprinkle.
flip it, you get like a brulee effect, which is like...
Yeah. Oh, so it's going to caramelize when you flip it in the pan. Oh,
okay.
Look at that. Brulee
Yeah.
it. Brulee it, baby.
Yeah.
Which means to burn.
I'm like, please don't be burned on the other side. Okay, we're cool. Look at a little
Look at
flippery,
that.
boom.
That's perfect.
It's hard to flip them in this pan like this. And so I'll show you just how I would plate it. So here's all this butter. Butter is a
beautiful
fruit.
butter. Because butter makes it better.
Yeah.
But also because you used...
Yeah, the black raspberry jam is just, it's beautiful. Look, then we got sorghum. I'm a watch.
Oh, yeah. Just a nice
high as
big
I can
drizzle.
go.
Right, let's see that.
This is how obnoxious I played. I'm like, whatever, Salt Bay. I'm like, what about this? Sorghum Bay. Look at that.
Look at that.
What are you doing with your life?
See? It looks,
That's what you want.
and look, you're kind of painting with it, too. Your art is
Art,
coming out
baby.
on your pancakes.
And I'm using some of our Bourbon Barrel chopsticks. They're great for plating. So look at that. And I've got some beautiful edible flowers because I don't know about you guys, but I could use some spring and some summertime in my life.
Always.
And they're edible, and so I thought these would just be the nicest,
That's beautiful.
most beautiful.
That's probably the best looking pancakes I've ever seen. I mean, talk about
And look at 'em.
Garnishing your
They
food.
got that shake. That's what's up. Welcome to the club.
That is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Please don't go away. We're having too much fun right here in the kitchen studio at Bourbon Barrel Foods. We're back in just a moment on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs is a presentation of Kentucky Proud. Nothing else is close. With support from the Kentucky Beef Council. In Kentucky, beef is still what's for dinner. And by PNC Bank, for the achiever in you.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Kevin Harned. If you missed the beginning of the show, you missed out. Wow. Loreal Gavin from, well, she's the butcher babe, but from right here at Bourbon Barrel Foods, whipped up these souffle pancakes, the candied bacon. It was unbelievable. She's got more secrets to share coming up. In fact, she's going to tell us how to make vegetables taste great. Well, in the meantime, Tim Laird's whipping up some of his own secrets. What do you say we go back to him at the Old Forester Bar? Tim?
Kevin, I'm going to make an old-fashioned. However, I'm going to have a little twist. I'm going to call it my rye fashion because here's what's in it. 2 ounces of Old Forester rye whiskey, 2 dashes of bitters, 1 sugar cube, and 1 orange peel as a garnish. Now, here's how I put it together. Starts out with 1 sugar cube, or you could use a bar spoon of simple syrup. Then, a couple of dashes of bitters, and we're going to crush and muddle that sugar cube just to get it all coming together. Then 2 ounces of Old Forester rye whiskey goes in. Little more muddling to make sure all that sugar is dissolved. Top with a little ice. Quick stir. Finally, an orange garnish, which you want to give it a good twist. Rub it around the lip of the glass and drop it in. And there it is, my rye fashioned. Cheers.
All right, Tim, thanks. That looks delicious to it, I think, by the audience response. It's a 2 thumbs up kind of cocktail. We've got more secrets from Loreal Gavin. When we come back, you're watching Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs is a presentation of Kentucky Proud. Nothing else is close. With support from the Kentucky Beef Council. In Kentucky, beef is still what's for dinner. And by PNC Bank, for the achiever in you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. How to make vegetables taste great. No kidding. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was possible.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you know when you go to a restaurant and you're like, asparagus never tastes like that, broccoli never tastes like that, you know, mushrooms, etc. So I thought I would share a tip and a trick with some super fun local ingredients to show you guys how to easily do it at home for more than just 2 people. You can actually cook for quite a few people or even meal prep for yourself if you're so inclined.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I've got some broccoli rabe right here, which is very similar to broccoli. So imagine if like collards, broccoli, and asparagus had a baby. This is basically like what broccoli rabe is, and then more often than not, you'll see it in a lot of Italian cooking. It's very good. You just want to give it a little bit of a quick cook, but here's what it looks like beforehand. It's a nice little bouquet.
Wow,
I do,
very
I
nice.
do, okay? The first tip that I have that you have to follow to make this recipe work is you take a sheet tray, boom, one of these, nice and clean, and we're literally gonna put it in a really hot oven, okay? 475 degrees.
It's going to help the roasting process.
It's gonna get super hot. And so here, after we put this together really quick and simply, we're actually gonna hear a s, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our smoked sesame seeds. Sesame seeds are super good. It's what tahini's made out of if you like hummus. And you're like, I don't know if I like sesame seeds. You do, you just don't know. So I take some of these smoked sesame seeds, and then I also take some tahini too, just for that texture.
Oh.
So I use this kind of as just like the sticky, icky paste that's gonna make it stick together. You could also use peanut butter, and I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. And then I also love to add some lemon. Lemon is one of my favorite ingredients, and it's super healthy. And more often than not, like if a dish is like missing something, it's usually like salt or lemon. So don't be afraid to punch up the acidity. And then I love this stuff. It is so good. It's ponzu. It's basically like soy sauce that's been kissed with citrus. It's so dang good. And so I add some of that in there too. Boom, boom. Great. And smoked paprika. This is what tastes like summertime year round. You guys probably use this. I'm obsessed with it. It looks like it's been on the grill. It smells like it's been on the grill. Let's pretend it's been on the grill. Boom, smoked paprika.
Now we're making that paste.
Yeah, we made a little paste.
Look at that.
Right? Super cool.
Oh.
It's just nice. Like, this is really great for cauliflower or anything like that because, like, it just really sticks in all those nooks and crannies. And
But that's the true secret,
you'll
just to
see.
massage that in.
Yeah.
And then the oyster mushroom, same thing.
Yeah. This should
right.
be super hot.
Again, sizzle. I heard it.
It could be louder, but it's doing what it does.
No, it's doing it. I hear the
Cool.
sizzle.
So we're gonna let that roast for about 5 to 6 minutes, and then we're gonna pull it out on the pan.
All right, through the magic of television, I think we're ready to go.
We sure are.
All right,
Okay.
the reveal. Please reveal the veggies. Wow! Look at this.
Yes.
There's our oyster mushrooms coming out just beautifully. Look at that.
Dang, good. Fantastic.
And here's where you finish it off with a
Yeah.
little bit of sea salt. And you have a book. Tell us about your book.
I do. It's called the Butcher Babe Cookbook, and it is a celebration of my roots. I'm already working on my second cookbook, but the first one was dedicated to my grandmother, and she did the foreword for it, and it's basically just an exploration of my life from Louisiana to Indiana and about making soul food.
Thank you.
Oh,
Great.
my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much.
Loreal Gavin, the Butcher Babe.
Yeah! Come and see me in the kitchen. Come and see me.
We have to say goodbye for now. For Tim Laird, I'm Kevin Harned. We'll see you next time on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs is a presentation of Kentucky Proud.